Hey guys, so good evening. I just want to thank everyone for being here today. And today I want to talk about something that relates to all of us because we live in Earth. So what we're talking about today is greenhouse effect, which of course affects all of us because it's part of the Earth. It is a very serious matter that it does occur naturally, but we are increasing it ever lasting just because of all the emissions that we are putting out into the world. Greenhouse effects are, of course, affecting world climates, and since this is our world, we should all know about it. In my speech, I will discuss the greenhouse effect. I will explain how the effects work, as well as what are causing such effects. If we don't go ahead and start working on stopping these greenhouses gases from dispersing into the world, then we will hit a point of no return. So now let me explain why such effects are occurring. The cause of greenhouse effect lays with carbon dioxide. With the burning of fossil fuels, levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide have risen steadily, and that has been growing ever since the Industrial Revolution. Emphasizing that the carbon dioxide is the gas that causes the greenhouse effect, and of course that's coming from the industrial plants. And it's aftermath from all the waste that they're putting. Therefore, to understand how to stop all these carbon dioxide, we must learn where the carbon dioxide is coming from, which is the industrial plants. Now, how to stop the carbon dioxide? We have to go ahead and put regulations on the plants that are working. So so then that way we get able to keep the gas at safe levels. We need to strongly advocate for curbs in emissions and greenhouse gases. For example, regulation on industrial companies. And then we also need to place regulations on our cars as well, just because they emit gas. So for the road that we are leading onto is going to go ahead and go towards everlasting factors, which are waste, car emissions, energy, agriculture. Agriculture, of course, is just cows, the methane that they do produce. If we continue to do so, we will reach a point with no return, which atmospheric carbon dioxide has risen steadily, soaring from about 278 ppm during pre-industrial times to above 390 ppm, which is after the industrial. And then many scientists say that the carbon dioxide levels needs to stay well below 400 ppm, but we right now are currently at 390 ppm. So that shows how close we are to the point of no return, emphasizing that we do need to start working on regulations and ways to stop carbon dioxide from being transferred into the world. The climate change will lead to global catastrophes like the ones in one of my favorite movies, The Day After Tomorrow. It's a great movie, shows how climate change will affect the Earth, but of course excessively because it is a movie. And then however, we have the faith of our planet in our hands. We are capable of putting regulations in. We are capable of stopping emissions. We are capable of creating a world where climate change is no longer a problem. But we know the causes of greenhouse effects. We know how to keep the emissions of dangerous gases at safe levels. Now all we need to do is implement the regulations we need to save our planet. In my speech, I told you about the greenhouse effect. I explained how the effects work, as well as what are causing such effects. I then gave examples and explained how we can stop such effects from occurring. This affects everyone in our planet, and we need to do everything we can to continue to have our planet thrive. Thank you all for listening, and I just hope everyone has a good evening.